happy for the fans of the series. It's a very popular series. I think that it's a win for fans because at the end of the day, they want to see a quality movie that is made by the same creator. And so, you know, I guess God bless them. Okay, so.
I like that transition.
I don't know
God bless them.
I don't know where to go. Bless their heart. Bless their heart. All right, let's move on to another hot mess. Fox News benched Judge Jeanine Pirro. I just like saying that. See what we did there? Her show did not air on Saturday night, but it was later learned, CNN reported this morning. So her show just did not air, and then everyone was reporting, oh, it's preempted, and it's coming on the heels of her comments last week about...
Ilhan Omar.
Thank you. Ilhan Omar, the congresswoman, I want to read the quote so we definitely know what she said. So what she said in response to Omar's perceived anti-Semitic comments, think about it. Omar wears a, how do you say that?
Hijab.
Is her adherence to this Islamic doctrine indicative of her adherence to Sharia law, which in itself is antithetical. Oh my God, to the United States Constitution. So it blew up. So what we learned today from CNN, she was suspended, but no one knows like for how long. Or...
Well, that's because Fox News isn't talking, which to me kind of defeats the purpose of suspending someone, right? It's like, like punishing someone but not telling anyone else. If you're gonna suspend someone, obviously people are gonna notice she's not on right after these comments were made. Why go through this rigmarole unless you're going to actually do this publicly?
Did they want the attention? Because I think that Fox News, because we've had to deal with, and you still have to deal with their PR department. They're clever in their PR strategies. Like, did they not want to say anything? So everyone was like, "Why isn't she on?" And it caused a big hubbub. Because I don't get it. Why wouldn't you just say after she made the comments, we don't stand by them and we're suspending her? Why wouldn't you just do that?
I mean, the whole thing to accuse someone of following Sharia law, that's pretty offensive.
Yes.
That's like Taliban, you know.
But we have to take it into context, right? She was responding.
For the audience,
I'm Jewish.
Yes.
Born and raised in Israel. She was talking specifically about what Ilhan Omar said. And again, I'm not by any means excusing what Jeanine Pirro has said either. But she was talking about the fact that Ilhan Omar had said something earlier about how Jewish people...
Well, I want to ask you about that. As a Jewish person, did you feel that her comments were anti-Semitic?
I felt that her comments... there are historically are anti-Semitic tropes that we have heard from, from centuries, not even decades. This is what usually... That's how you attack Jews. Jews have an allegiance to Israel, so you cannot trust them. They're really spies. Then you go back to... This has been going on for decades, if not centuries, and many Jewish people have suffered because of these anti-Semitic tropes. So they have actual real consequences of people dying because of these types of sayings. So it absolutely hit a nerve for a lot of Jewish people, whether you like Ilhan Omar or not. Ilhan Omar has apologized for some of those comments, saying that she needed to be educated. I am giving her the benefit of the doubt and saying, yes, you do need to be educated. I would get on it.
quickly. Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think, because Fox News has a lot of swirling controversies, multiple right now. They've got Tucker Carlson with the dug up tape. So do you think Fox News' decision had more to do with multiple controversies with advertisers pulling out? Or do you take their statement condemning her remarks at face value?
I don't know why Fox News decided at this stage of the game to issue that statement, because I can tell you this. I looked at some of the comments that Tucker Carlson has made in those interviews. And again, you have to take that into context too. It was made during a radio interview with a shock jock where it's like talking to Howard Stern. You kind of have to be funny and over the top. And so you have to put it in that context. But at the same time, he has said some offensive stuff, and they are not at any moment thinking of not backing him. In fact, they have said that they've backed him the entire time.
So actually, to your question, why I think that they suspended her was that this tweet actually from one of the producers of Brett Baer's show.
Who actually is one of their solid journalists.
Exactly.
He's more down the middle in his.
So this actually kind of went viral. So she says, it's from Hafsa Kamal, I believe her name is.
Okay.
Judge Jeanine, can you stop spreading this false narrative that somehow Muslims hate America or women who wear a hijab aren't American enough? You have Muslims working at the same network you do, including myself. Kate, thanks.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
and that one
she went
drew
right at her.
a lot of criticism. Yeah, I mean, and she's right. Although I have to question why anyone who's Muslim would work at Fox News. I mean, sorry, but it's true.
There's a lot of people that I'm like, really?
Really? Of all the and you're complaining about something that they said on the air?
Oh my god. That is like walking into a hostile work environment every single day just from having to watch the content.
Yeah,
it's true.
Although I should say she's absolutely right about what she said. That should not have been said, and it was completely insensitive.
It's not even
I'm
just
with her all the way. I'm just
the outwardly offensive stuff that is said is one thing, but then it's like the underlying. Like, did they just confused Robin Roberts and
Gayle King? Yeah, Gayle King.
I mean, how many times is this going to happen?
Aretha Franklin.
It's the underlying institutional sort of like.
I want to tell you a story about the Aretha Franklin thing.
Yes, please.
I remember that story because just for the viewers at home, what happened was Aretha Franklin. It was she had passed away, and in their obit, in their sort of package, a taped piece that they did. I think one of the graphics, instead of having Aretha, they had Patti LaBelle.
Because they all look alike, I think. I just can't.
But it was and
so
then, instead of just saying we made a mistake, which is what they should have done.
No.
Because it looked so bad.
Yeah.
They said, what was the response? They said that it was from a concert that both Patti LaBelle and Aretha were together, and that when they made the graphic, it covered Aretha's face.
Yeah.
And then wait. I went to the video of that performance because I'm like, wait a minute, it doesn't add up. So I went to the video.
Clearly.
Aretha was in the audience at the time, so she wasn't even anywhere near the stage. So I call back Fox and I go, hey, how did she cover if she wasn't even anywhere near? And then she said, oh, we never said she was in the same picture.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
It literally had her picture with like Aretha Franklin with the dates, like it was. Oh
Dear Fox News, not all black singers look alike.
Yeah, and Gayle King even quipped about that. Like, we don't all look alike. I think she said that on Colbert's show. Yeah.
By the way, Gayle King, we should say,
she's on fire.
She's on fire.
Having the best month of her life.
We had it last week. We talked about it. She's on fire.
And she's up. Her contract is up.
Yeah.
So
good timing.
More money, more money.
So there was an interesting conversation brewing about the whole Judge Jeanine about. So it's important to say that Judge Jeanine's show is not a news show. It is an opinion show, right? So do you think though? When you're taking free speech...
You mean propaganda.
Exactly.
You said it. You said it, not me. But yeah. Yeah. So, do you think there's a line that even with an opinion show, there is a line, and this was the appropriate line that they did stop and punish at? Like, do you agree that... You can't just, it's my opinion, I can say anything.
Yeah.
There is lines that are...
The thing is, you can say what you want, but there are repercussions to your words.
Yeah.
So, sponsors are bowing out of Fox over Jeanine's show and all these resurfaced Tucker Carlson comments, and Fox is losing money.
I feel like Megyn Kelly's looking real appealing right about now at Fox. They got a couple slots they could fill.
They're losing money on these shows, but I have to tell you, they're making $2.6 billion, I think, is how much they made last year.
Well, according to Trump, who was throwing a tantrum on Twitter about Judge Jeanine, it's like her favorite. And by the way, I should say, Judge Jeanine, the last time we did a story on her was like it's still like our second highest Meet the Hollywood Press clip.
She went on The View.
She's at least good. I mean, it courts a lot of comments in there. But so basically he was saying that, your competitors are jealous. Brian Stelter made a good point on CNN this morning and said, because someone said they want Fox News off the air. He says, we don't want Fox News off the air. We just want misinformation to stop flowing from you. Like, it's true. It's like, I think they have, you have Shepard Smith, who is reputable, and you can watch him. It's just, I don't mind. Look, we're doing this. This isn't an opinion-based show around news, but it's around factual news.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not basing our opinion on something that's like not factual. So it's like, yeah, we can give an educated opinion on something factual. That's all I would want from them.
Right.
This isn't just not about not being factual. There's that whole story from one of the reporters from Fox News had the Stormy Daniels story before the Wall Street Journal and didn't. And they buried it. So now you're not acting as a news organization anymore, but you still want the freedoms and the liberties that come with free speech and freedom of the press, right?
Yeah. So final thoughts on Judge Jeanine. Will she be back next week? Do we want her back? What?
I think she'll be back.
Yeah.
Of course she'll be back.
I mean, here's the thing. So, I think you guys know I freelance for one of the trades. And I wrote the Judge Jeanine story yesterday, and I got a comment from Fox which basically said nothing.
We're not commenting on turtle scheduling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
However, the comments, the story generated about 2,000 comments, and the majority of them were bring Judge Jeanine back. So she has a loyal following.
No, I've seen it all over Twitter. It's all saying how she was saying the truth. You should how can you do this? She can say what. Yeah, no, big supporters out there for. Well, I mean, there's a reason that
Trump.
Yeah.
He was so mad because Saturday night he didn't have something to watch while he ate his McDonald's. I mean, he was really upset.